Hi everybody, my name is Phil Catania. I'm the instructional supervisor of the Peer Assistance and Review program. And today I just want to explain for a couple of seconds about what our program does, how it helps teachers who are in need of additional support in the classrooms, and also how it supports Dr. Maxwell's vision of retaining and developing a very high-performing workforce. Consulting teachers are a special group. There are 16 of them. They're highly trained. They're masters of their craft. They're wonderful at what they do, and their job is to keep, support, retain teachers through their coaching and through their mentoring of each teacher that are referred to them by their principals. They will not and they do not give up on the teachers that they work for.
The program has basically provided me with a lot of positive things as far as what I do on a daily basis. It's given me an awareness of different methods, different ways to instruct my kids, assess them, etc. It's also provided me with an opportunity to witness growth in my profession.
The best thing probably about it is that it really gave me a good idea of what all the components and everything means for FFT. No one ever really sat down and explained what the differences were between all the different components, so that was probably the greatest benefit out of all of it.
I feel like overall it's shown me some of the things that I just completely wasn't aware of within my teaching, some of the things that I was doing unconsciously, and now I realize I wasn't being consistent, and now when something doesn't work, I know to step back and reevaluate myself before I just say, well, these kids aren't doing X, Y, and Z.
Our program helped me grow. I think that's the number one thing that it helped me do, was just grow in confidence, and made me realize that this is what I was here for, to be a teacher and just be able to grow my students.
The PAR program has helped me become a much more reflective teacher. It's given me a lot of new strategies to incorporate, and having someone come in and frequently observe me and just give me that feedback has been really helpful in improving my teaching practices.
I've found that I've been able to think deeper about making the connections between my objectives and what it is that I plan for the day.
I have noticed a change in instruction within the teachers that have directly worked with the particular program. We've noticed an improvement within classroom management, within lesson planning, within direct instructions.
The impact has been great in terms of my main focus coming on board was to how do we coach. The Peer Assistance and Review has given us a structure to do that coaching, and also to coach me on what things that I can do to support my teachers.
It provides an additional resource for instructional practices. It's really learning great instructional strategies and practices to incorporate into the classroom.
The PAR support has been able to provide instructional support, model lessons, assistance with lesson planning, assistance with just daily instruction, small group support, support with classroom management, communicating with students, so all the things that we have that's under FFT.
I actually got along very well with my consulting teacher. She said that I was very open and receptive to the information that she gave me, and I feel like that's the key to having success in the PAR program, because I feel like if you kind of go into it with the attitude of, oh, I don't want to be here, this isn't going to work, it's not going to work for you. But if you actually listen and try the things that they suggest, it actually, you can get some results.
Ms. Lane was, and still is, an amazing person. She really enjoys what she does, and she wants everybody to be great, every teacher, every person to be great. So when we had that relationship, we talked almost every day. She came to see me, she observed me, and we had a relationship to the point where if anything that I needed, I could contact her.
Because there are some good things that I've learned in this program, and I incorporate those things in my classroom on a daily basis. So as a whole, despite the times where there were some challenges, I feel much better as a professional, and I definitely owe some of it, if not more, to my experiences in PAR.
On top of all of that, though, we will sit down with you from the beginning of the lesson to the very end of the lesson, to observing the lesson, to giving you feedback, and even mirroring, mocking, what does it feel like? Talk to the administrator. What does it feel like to teach students who are difficult? We are there with you from the very beginning to the very end. And where can you go and get that kind of support, that kind of intensity? And it's not a judgment, and it's not evaluative. It's our job simply to observe, ask you what you want to achieve, and make sure that you do it.
With that being said, please remember that the PAR program is at the center of the coherence framework. We really are out there to make a difference and really out there to develop and retain a high-performing workforce so that we can be a great school system by choice and continue doing what's right for our teachers and students in this county.